Welcome everybody to Thunder Ridge Homestead. I think you probably thought that I forgot about you. I hope you can hear me. I'm out in the barn this morning. It is January the 22nd, and I'm just gonna give you a real quick update and let you know what's going on and why I've been missing. First of all, as you can probably see, we have some pregnant sheep. Again, 'tis the season. Here's Zephyr trying to get a piece of the pie. She's grown up, having her babies for the first time this year. And this is Honey. And the other one back there is Brenda. And of course you guys can hear the turkeys. I think the first thing we need to do is feed these turkeys so they can be quiet. Currently, we're feeding the turkeys a 17% poultry blend pellet from Tractor Supply. Sit you down over here for just a second so I can get them fed. Okay. Careful, guys. Okay, what you're seeing here is my breeding flock of turkeys. And you might notice I have a little bit of a color problem. We have two slates in this bunch. And the reason I kept those, I raised some heritage turkeys this summer. I actually ordered a, just hatchery surplus bunch of turkeys. And the plan was to have more just broad-breasted meat birds and, basically put some more in the freezer. And what happened is they sent me all heritage turkeys for the bonus getting rid of them price. So I ended up with slates and a couple of Royal Palms and some black Spanish turkeys. And what happened there is I decided to just go ahead and raise those. I have a really, really good market for started heritage turkey poults. And so I raised the Spanish and sold those when they were, you know, like well started, like feathered out and out of the heat lamps and all that stuff. And then I kept some of them. I bartered some for hay. I bartered some for some work around the property, and I had some more of them that I sold. But we also had a problem with the Bourbon Red breeding group this year. I had 4 of my Bourbon Red breeding hens get killed by coyotes this summer. And 2 different occasions, because we've got coyotes roaming. And so I was very short on hens. And right now, I have my 2 adult toms. I have 2 younger birds over here drinking right now that I raised this year. And then I have 2 Bourbon Red hens left. Well, I was hoping that the ones that I raised that I kept, these 2 over here, I was hoping that they were going to be hens, and I suspect that they are also toms. So now I have 4 toms and 2 hens as far as Bourbon Reds are concerned. Not ideal. I have a friend that's planning on buying 2 of the toms from me, so that's good. So then I'll just be down to 2 toms. But 2 toms and 2 hens is still not a good ratio. So these 2 slates were also hens. So just because they're hens, I figured I would keep them and kind of spread the ratio out a little bit and make it a little bit easier on the other hens. So that is why I have slates right now. The plan is, once they're replaced with more bourbons, I'll probably sell these 2 slate hens. But at this point, I just need some more hens. So that's what's going on in the turkey pen. As you can see, they've been cleaned out fairly recently. I had my little helper come and paid her to clean my turkey pen because I have a lot of problems with arthritis and stuff, and doing stuff like when it's a lot of shoveling and work like that. So that's what happens. So that's the update on my turkeys. There will be more turkeys this spring. I have actually ordered some more Bourbon Reds to hopefully select some hens out of them, and a few other meat birds. So we're gonna have more turkeys again this spring. I love my turkeys. So now we got to get some sheep fed, because of course they think they're starving to death. Our hay stash is holding up pretty well because I've been trying to feed round bills as much as possible. And here they come. And this pen back here, you can see Time and Silk, and they are both bred. And then this is the Ram Lamb, although he'll be a yearling this April, but that's Sunny Bunny. And they're primarily eating round bale. I am giving them a little bit of the better hay, like when it's a really nasty day like today, and they don't really want to be standing out in the mud. We have pastures fenced off right now, so they're pretty much just inside or in the little lot areas, and that's good. You can see they're only getting limited of the bale hay. They are due in late March or April, so they really don't need a lot of feed yet. I am giving them 1 scoop of alfalfa pellets probably every 3rd day between the 3 of these, just to give them a little bit of extra vitamins. And they also, I don't know if you can see that right over there, they have a molasses tub for protein, so they're doing fine. You can see Silk, she's showing pretty pregnant, and so is Time. So hopefully we'll be having some more babies soon. Get down. Oops. It's a lot quieter when everybody's got a bite. Okay, so in this pen, we have the three girls, the black one being Zephyr. The one over here on the near side is Honey, and the far one is Brenda. And we have Tales of Woe for sheep this year. In November, as you guys know, my husband has a dog. I've showed her on the channel before. Her name's Ladybug, and she is a rescue. She is Doberman German Shepherd cross, but she's small. She's a small little dog, not very big, and probably 40 pounds, I guess. But when she was rescued, whoever had her, they dumped a whole litter of puppies in the woods, and we got her from a rural community south of us. She had been running in the woods with her siblings for like over a month, they think. They finally ended up catching her originally in a coyote trap. So she's been a real sweet little dog, but she has some pretty strong predator instincts, and you know, that can be expected, I guess, from just trying to stay alive. So at one point, Ladybug got into the pasture and chased sheep because she thought it would be funny. Well, Miss Brenda the Brat over there on the far side, she has always been a brat, which is why it's her name. And so her solution to, you know, dog in the pasture is try to jump a hog panel fence. And so she did. And what happened was she got her back leg hung up on the hog panel and pulled a tendon. I don't think she actually dislocated her hip, but she pretty severely pulled like a groin pull type of thing. Of course, she's pregnant, you know, which you always do things like that when you're pregnant. You don't do them when you know, have no possible problem with anything else. But if you see her, even now, this is January, she still has, you can tell, has issues with that back. It's her back right hind leg. She still has issues with it. She'll like lift it up off the ground, not putting a lot of pressure on it. You can tell it's still sore. So she's still got issues with it. She's better. Nothing was broken as far as I can tell. But it just was, like I said, a tendon pull or something. She puts weight on it now. At first she didn't even want to touch it to the ground for quite some time. But she'll even put weight on it to the point that she'll stand on her back legs and, like, you know, climb up the hay manger thing to try to get more hay, the better hay. So she's putting enough weight on it that she'll stand on just the two back legs. So I'm not that concerned about it. But of course, she's the most pregnant. She's the first one due to have babies, and they're supposed to be coming in the end of February this year. So we're looking for her babies. Since she was as injured as she was, I needed to pull her out separately. There for a while, like I said, she was having trouble even just standing up for lengths of time, so she definitely couldn't graze. She was not able to compete with the other sheep and so forth. So I put her in with Zephyr. Zephyr she's not going to be a yearling until March, I believe. February or March of this year, but she is bred for the first time. And so when you breed them as a ewe lamb, they need extra nutrition because obviously they're still trying to grow as well as carry babies, so you wanted to be sure that they're, you know, really well kept. So she was going to have to be fed anyway, so I've had her in with Brenda for quite some time, like I said, since probably mid-November, and they definitely get fed every day. The two of them are splitting a single scoop of feed every day. And I say feed, it's alfalfa pellets. They're also been fed the good hay. They have access to a round bale, but it's not a very good round bale, but they do have access to one. They've got their little lot they've been living in. And then they have the mineral bucket over here the molasses tub, so they've still got plenty of that kind of thing to keep them, you know, fully nutritioned. But yeah, Brenda's doing well. Like I said, I didn't know if I was hoping she would be okay enough to be able to have her babies this year, and I wasn't going to have to put her down, but she seems to be recovering. It's going to take a long time, obviously, but she's recovering. And then we have Miss Honey, who's got her butt towards you right now. And probably, well, it was the first part of January, which, you know, of all things in January, we had a really rough thunderstorm. I mean, wind and things flying and thunder and lightning and just crazy because, you know, it's Missouri. And so I don't know what happened or scared her or whatever that night, but I woke up the next morning and she was in the wrong field, and she had gone through a fence and had cut the inside of her right leg pretty severely, had laced it all open. So we had to have the vet come out and stitch her up, and I think she has like 12 stitches in her front leg, and it's healing up perfectly. She never had any issues. I cleaned it out really thoroughly with some betadine scrub before the vet even got here, and then, like I said, he sewed it up and did well, and then we've already taken stitches out and she's all healed up. But that's why she's been moved to the now sick pen. So it's been, you know, kind of crazy. The night that the dog got in and Brenda was injured, Silk also got like a scrape on the back of her leg, but it was just a matter of a penicillin shot and a little bit of, you know, antibiotic spray and stuff. But she's doing well. So this is my crippled pen here. And like I said, as you can tell, they're all doing well, but you can see how Brenda's still kind of favoring that back leg. So definitely a tendon pull of some sort. She's going to be watched closely. She's the first one to deliver lambs this year, so we will hang in there and watch all that stuff. So now I want to take a little bit of time to talk about what we've been doing as a family since I've been on here, because I realized I think the last real video I did was June of last year, which has been, you know, that's 7 months. That's a long time. And as a family, we've been working on stuff. We've had several projects. We got a deck built on our house where it's not a real deck. It's more like a expanded stoop where we step out of our new sun porch that was put in after the tree. We got that finished. We've been trying to clean up, you know, messes and different things around the house. We've been going through, like, last month, I kind of got on a little tangent and decided I was going to go through, and I cleaned out all the closets and all the drawers and all the, you know, everything, and took a whole bunch of stuff to, like, donations and things like that. You know, just been doing a lot of just deep cleaning and stuff like that, which is not, you know, extremely thrilling watching somebody go through, you know, old towels and clothes that don't fit them. So that's not been anything I've necessarily felt the need to have to video and share. But there has been a lot of things going on as far as YouTube is concerned. I've kind of been hesitant to post a lot on YouTube. There's just so much political stuff going on there. As most people that have subscribed to my channel or been watching me anytime know, I am a Christian, and there has been quite a bit of stuff, you know, anti-Christian stuff going on as far as YouTube is concerned. The other thing that's kind of been going on, you know, as we know, a lot of the social media stuff has had a lot of censorship, and there's never been anything that I've posted in here that's necessarily, you know, going to be censored or, you know, having any kind of Big Brother stuff looking over my shoulder. But it just makes me mad, I guess, and it's been kind of something I've just not really felt the need to post a whole bunch on there. Interestingly enough, I guess it's starting to make a dent, because I notice a lot of Homestead channels and other channels haven't been posting as much lately or as often. And we got a little note from YouTube that's basically, you know, if you don't start posting content again, we're basically going to demonetize your channel, and they're not going to be able to, you know, have any kind of income whatsoever off of our content that we produce. You know, YouTube basically takes the content that we produce, they make a lot of money on it, and we make, you know, tiny amounts of money. The most I have ever made from a YouTube, when my YouTube was at the peak, was $100 in a month. So it's not anything that's a big, you know, money maker for me anyway. But it makes me mad that YouTube is pretty much going to say, well, we're going to continue to show your content and make money on it, but we're just not going to pay you anymore if you don't keep producing content. So that kind of, you know, irritates me. But I thought, hey, I probably better get on here and just let everybody else know what's going on, because you guys might think, you know, hey, we're all getting rich here at this YouTube venture. We're not. The reason I started doing YouTube in the first place is I wanted to share my faith, I wanted to share my animals, and I wanted to be able to help people if they needed any help or anything, because there are channels, homestead channels, where people have started doing this stuff and they've, you know, just been doing it months. They've maybe never even had a project that they've done before, and they're showing everybody like they're some kind of expert. And I've literally been doing this since like 1980. So I've been doing this a long time. And as far as poultry is concerned, you know, I'm an old lady, and I've been doing poultry since I was about 8 years old. So over 50 years, really. I've been doing poultry of various kinds. So I actually have been doing this a long time and know what I'm doing. And I thought, you know, rather than listen to the people that, you know, buy carrots at the store and put them in the dirt and film a video about how they grew their carrots, I thought maybe you'd like to see somebody that's actually been doing it a long time, and just how you can do it on a small scale, especially someone who's disabled. And I thought it was important because I wanted to be able to share my not only my journey, but, you know, my faith as well in this channel. And I probably will still keep posting some, but I want to be able to post on my terms. I don't want YouTube to tell me when I have to post, what I have to do. That's just very controlling and very irritating. I also post my content on BitChute. I've never made any money on that. The problem I have with BitChute is they only want really short videos. I have trouble posting any of my longer stuff, but I've been trying to post some of it there. I just feel like we need to have as many different venues as possible, because, you know, these people, these social media channels are just, they're trying to make us do things, and I don't, it's just me, I guess. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. Been that way forever. But I just wanted to get on here today and tell you, you know, we've got just a little bit of snow out there and a whole lot of mud, and, you know, chickens are doing all right. We had fox attack our chickens this last year. We had coyote attacks of our chickens last year. We're down to like 13 hens, and that's not a lot for us. So we're going to try to restock this year and try to, you know, get back on our feet as far as that's concerned. But, you know, it is what it is. That's part of homesteading. You know, you have your mud, and you have your death, and you have your predator issues, and you have your injuries. But we just keep pegging along because it's a lifestyle. It's something we do. And it's not made easier when you're disabled. But, you know, we do what we can do as much as possible. And I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, it's not because I don't love you all who've been watching me through the years, but it's just a matter of, I don't like them telling me I have to post. And I don't like, you know, I want to be able to post when I have good content. I'm not somebody that's going to post and say, oh, today I'm cleaning out my closet. Look at my old holy underwear I'm throwing away. That's just not the kind of videos I want to give you guys. I want to give you guys useful videos, good videos. And, you know, I want to keep trying to share that with you. But like I said, the last year has been really tough on me as far as, you know, what do I want to show? There was a point I just wanted to pull everything off, and I haven't, so we'll see. I want to keep being able to share, and I want people to be able to ask me questions. You know, put them in the comments. I read every comment. I try to answer. And I try to, you know, do as much as I can do. Hopefully we're going to have the lamb cams back up again when lambing time gets a little bit closer, so you guys can watch lambing with me again. I think that's been fun for a lot of people, but we're just going to keep up as much as we can. So that's where we're at. That's why I haven't been posting very much. But I wanted to be able to share with you what's been going on. So thanks for watching all this time. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting that like button. That does help more people to see my videos. I think that, you know, if they're out of fashion or whatever, very few people see them. And, you know, I really like the comments. So if you guys have anything to say at all, please comment. I love to hear them. So just letting you know what's going on, and I'll try to post again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.